How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Bitcoin update. We can finally see that Bitcoin has broken out through this red box. And remember, I was staying bearish while underneath this. Let me briefly explain. Now, we saw a move to a new all-time high, just under 125K. And when it's coming back down, we want to see a higher low created above where this pump just began from to maintain the uptrend. Now, by losing this level, it's validating a double top pattern. And the target itself sat at 101.7K, as you can see right here. So with any pattern in any direction, bullish or bearish, as you can see, it had broken down. Now I mark out this red box. This is the golden pocket. Now I know it's not gold, but this was once green as it was holding a support. Once it was lost, I needed to make sure everyone identifies this as resistance. There was a failed attempt at breaking past this in the past week. So you can see it was acting as a top because price got rejected from there, where it was previously support to send it higher to a new all-time high. Another example is here as well, where it used it as resistance once again here and here. So three separate occasions, whereas previously giving bounces and making new all-time highs, it was then sending it lower than this. So it made a lower low, and pretty much means that it's targeting this 101.7K level. But again, with any pattern, the target can get invalidated, whether the target was bullish or a bearish breakdown. So over here, I identified on the other day that we're forming this bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then the target itself would take Bitcoin to 117 to 118K. Now, by breaking past this 114K level, we're invalidating that bearish target. So we've got the double top neckline here, the inverse head and shoulders neckline here, and then we had one final layer of defense slightly above. Remember that once we had bounced off of this into a new all-time high, it needs to maintain. So this is like the last layer of defense before. So it's acting like a precursor signal, signaling that if this is broken, we will lose this low. That is just the Fibonacci strategy. If you want to learn that, links down below. Get the ebook or the one-to-one mentorship plan. Book a video call with me. So what's happening now with it being recovered? You're invalidating this target. So this is no longer happening. We've got a bullish pattern that recovered this key level. Remember that in the first place, if we wanted to see it continue higher past 125K, this needed to hold. So now that we're back above, it just needs to hold once again, and we will break past 125K with the next set of targets already provided here as 128 to 138K. But we can get more specific as this dip is now done, and it's actually suggesting that Bitcoin still has some work to do. We're at the beginning of altcoin season. We're seeing Ethereum outperform Bitcoin already thanks to this breakout here. But we're only going to see this full-blown altcoin season when you're seeing majority of coins pumping once Bitcoin breaks past 120 and 122K. Because the reversal wave would be created, we're wiping out a huge area of resistance, which we've seen previous rejections from. And again, another one with a failed breakout here, sending it to a new low. Now this level has been recovered, that becomes the target. And if this resistance is taken out, we can identify the levels of 129 to 136K, which tie into those other levels I'd already previously said, which were 128 to 138. So the next direct target for Bitcoin is this 10K range. And this is where I expect it to struggle once again before pushing through and targeting 150K. That is it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you want to get educated, use the links down below. Book in a one-to-one call with myself, whether it's half an hour or multiple hours. If you want to be part of a community where other people are sharing their ideas and their TA, use the links down below and join that. Otherwise, get your ebook, which you have for the rest of your life.